What's going on, everybody? It's time for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna start this video off by saying Merry Christmas to all, to everybody and their families, and to the kids. Hopefully, they enjoy their presents this year. Um, I just want to start off by saying that, but I want to start off with this Raw from past week. If you missed Raw this week, you ain't really missed nothing. This Raw was trash. It was definitely not a good show. I just want to point out some key points. Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn had a great promo in the beginning of the night. Drew McIntyre is definitely going to have a great year next year, I believe. But besides that, they had a match at the end of the night. Mind you, Sami Zayn he didn't beat Drew McIntyre yet, so now Drew McIntyre is 3-0 against Sami Zayn. Sami, I don't know. Sami Zayn just can't. He just can't get right, man. He just can't get right with Drew McIntyre. So I don't know. I know Jay Uso came out and helped out Sami Zayn because he was about to get a Claymore in the beginning of the night. But then that was the only time we seen Jay Uso, just in the beginning of the night. We didn't see him throughout the show. We didn't see him cut a promo or anything like that. We didn't see him at the end of the night. I knew he was going to interfere in the match between him and Drew McIntyre, but we just didn't see much of Jey Uso since he got attacked by Drew McIntyre like 2 weeks ago. For him to just come out there, he got his get back, but he ain't really had much to say. As far as the New Day, man, Mama Kingston was there. Mama Kingston's not feeling her son neither, man. Even Dirty Dom not feeling him. And somebody pointed out a great point online that like Dirty Dom feeling some type of way when he turned on his dad. So it's like I like where they going with Dirty Dom. It seemed like they slowly but surely turning Dirty Dom into like a baby face, in my opinion. I could see it happening maybe in the next maybe sometime next year. I can see Dirty Dom becoming I believe he's gonna have a great year in 2025 as well. If not 2025, definitely 2026. Dirty Dom is definitely on his way to greatness. I'm not even gonna lie. He's been stepping it up majorly. In the Judgment Day that I'm hearing, like I said before, Finn Balor is going to be about it. He's supposed to have a great year into 2025 as well. A couple of wrestlers, Braun Breaker, then you got John Cena coming back for the whole 2025. Supposed to have great years next year. As far as, like I said, the New Day, I don't know what they doing with the New Day. Like I said, it's about time for them guys to make a statement since nobody feeling them like that. Make the New Day make a statement. Like I said, I think they saving it for the Netflix special though. For them guys to make a crazy statement, like probably attack the tag team champions and the War Raiders. To go be number one for those championships. Which I don't see no other tag team besides the New Day, the Hill New Day, competing for those the tag team championships on Raw. They don't really have no persistent teams on Monday Night Raw like that. SmackDown, yeah, they got teams there, and the Street Profits, DIY, the Bloodline. I mean, yeah, you got Sami Zayn and Yeet, Jey Uso, but are they a really officially tag team? I mean, I wouldn't say they are as of right now. They more so like a little faction, So Raw it definitely don't have. It's lacking a lot of tag teams over there. I'm not even gonna lie. They really don't even have any male tag teams on Raw to compete for them belts. Who they really have to compete for those tag team belts besides the New Day right now? Judgment Day. They lost to the War Raiders last week. I mean, yeah, they still a team, but even with that faction, there's still a head scratcher to iffy what's going on with the Judgment Day, because Judgment Day is getting watered down, and I'm sorry to say it's looking like it's like that for the Wyatt Six too, because I don't know what they doing with the Wyatt Six, man. I don't know what they got planned for the Wyatt Six, because they slowly but surely getting watered down. I know they had who had the match? It was Dexter Lumis had a match with The Miz. Of course, the Final Testament interfered, and of course, the Y6, came for the backup, but it was not really much of a pop for them like that, like how it was when they first debuted in the WWE months ago. I don't know. I just don't want them to really. I really don't want them to water down the Y6, just for the sakes of in the name of Bray Wyatt, man. We lost at a very young age, the age of 36. But they were like people pointed out, they wasn't really doing much with Bray Wyatt around the time when he was there. Like he was even on a back burner at some point due to like injuries and health issues. Though, as you can see, he passed away from it. But yeah, it was like I said, you missed Raw this week. Wasn't really such a good show. It was like I said, it was a tape show. Um, they just pretty much getting prepared for the Netflix special, which would be January 6th of 2025, in which they got a lot of big matches and possible returns lined up that night. Like I said, I'm hearing Triple H trying to make that like a WrestleMania type of event show that Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So they, like I said, they're not gonna put all their eggs in one basket when it comes to these tape shows, especially. They just gonna be it's just filler shows, pretty much leading up to the Netflix special because, like I said, Raw this week definitely was not that good. I rated a 7, if not 6.5. That's how terrible it was. It wasn't such a good show. SmackDown was alright. It was better than this. I mean, yeah, we had a promo from Seth freaking Rollins. This him and the CM Punk thing is definitely gonna be one of the greatest feuds in a long time. It may be better than the feud with him and Drew McIntyre. You know what I mean? Like I said, because those guys got history from way back then. Like I said, CM Punk was the one that created the Shield. I mean, I know a lot of people. A lot of people know it. A lot of people don't. But I didn't even know that CM Punk was the one that trained Seth freaking Rollins. Like Seth freaking Rollins came to CM Punk for training. So CM Punk pretty much trained the architect Seth freaking Rollins. So I didn't know it go with that fallback. So it started way before the Shield. If you really look at it, it started with Seth freaking Rollins asking CM Punk for some wrestling advice and some training. But besides that, yeah, I think that's gonna be a great feud in the making. That Seth Rollins and CM Punk feud, because they already had like some words to say. They where they had like a little event thing that was live. I know some of you seen it. Seth Rollins was talking his shit there, along with CM Punk. You know what I mean? So I think this is definitely gonna be like one of the greatest feuds of 2025, because I know they have a match on the Netflix special, but I don't think it's just gonna be that one match. They definitely gonna have at least the same amount of matches that him and Drew McIntyre had, about at least 3. Now who's gonna go over on the first match? Don't know, but in my opinion, I feel like it should be CM Punk to go over in the first match, and then Seth freaking Rollins in the second match, then CM Punk in the third match. Only because Seth Rollins, he had his moments plenty of years. CM Punk never got his WrestleMania moment, and all the work he put in this year, he's definitely deserving of at least one WrestleMania moment before he hang up the boots. You know what I mean? Since he been back, within the 2 year span, he's been putting in that work, man. He's definitely been putting in that work. So he's definitely at least deserving of one WrestleMania moment before he decide, you know what, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to prove. Because he got accolades, ain't no doubt about it. CM Punk definitely got hella accolades. I don't know with Seth Rollins. Like I said, Seth Rollins, if he was to take the last L or a couple of L's or even 3 L's, Seth Rollins won't lose a thing. Lose it to CM Punk. He won't lose a damn thing because his name is already solidified in WWE. Seth Rollins is a freaking workhorse. Ain't no doubt about it. We already know that he's a workhorse in the business. But like I said, CM Punk, he been putting in that work since he been back, and he been through some things as well. You know, with AEW and that whole mess that he went through there, and pretty much building them up. And now look where they at, you know. So and look where CM Punk is at. So who seem to be doing better for themselves now, you know? But that's besides the point. Raw was trash. Yeah, so if you missed it, you didn't miss much of nothing. I'm pretty sure SmackDown this week going to be the same thing. Trash. You probably ain't gonna see no Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I know we ain't gonna see those Tribal Chief Roman Reigns this week either. We'd be lucky to see him on one of these tape shows. I believe this is the last week for the tape shows. I'm not too sure about next week, but yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought. If y'all did see Raw, what y'all rated. I rated trash, about a 7 at best. 6.5 if anything, man. It was terrible. You guys let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and happy holidays.